What's going on, guys? It's Tom or Top 10 Wrestling, and welcome back to another video where today we're doing yet another retro Monday Night Raw review. Today we are reviewing and looking back at the May 20th, 2013 episode of Raw, which saw something take place involving Triple H, which left fans confused, puzzled, worried, and concerned. Before we do get into it though, I'd like to thank my Patreon backers Marky D, Efran Martin, Alan Barkley, Gravedigger33, Jonathan Thompson, Cedric Cowan, NX Gamer, Paul Gollier, and Jackery Williams for exclusive content and more perks from me. Check out my Patreon links down below in the description. It would really help me during these trying times and would be very much appreciated if you checked it out and subscribed to it. But yeah, let's stop wasting time and let's just get into this video and this episode of Monday Night Raw.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you are watching Top 10 Wrestling. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Monday Night Raw is live from Kansas City, Missouri. At this point, Raw is now 3 hours just like it is today, and this show is gonna drag. The show opens though with an ambulance driving into the arena, and Ryback exits out the back of it. We are just one night on from Extreme Rules, where John Cena and Ryback had a last man standing match for the WWE title that went to a no contest. Ryback gets on top of the ambulance, grabs a mic, and says that John Cena didn't walk away with the title. He was carried away with the title. Ryback then challenges John Cena to an ambulance match at Payback, and then goes on to diss all the fans and all the John Cena fans before the segment comes to an end. Next up, we have a tag match and our first match of the evening, as it's Fandango and Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett taking on The Miz and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho and Fandango had been feuding since pre-Mania of that year, and The Miz and Wade Barrett had had their issues too, and had also faced off at WrestleMania. Midway through the match, Fandango basically ditches the match and starts dancing with Summer Rae as his music plays, and the fans are all going crazy for Fandango. He was so over at this time. Wade Barrett is left alone in the match, and he taps out to The Miz, who locks in the figure 4 leg lock, which I don't think anyone has ever tapped out to The Miz figure 4 other than Wade Barrett. Fandango continues dancing on the outside, like his music is still playing and not the winner's music. Then Jericho and The Miz look to attack him, but then Fandango runs away, and then Jericho and Summer Rae have a little bit of an intimate moment, but then Jericho tells her to talk to the hand and embarrasses her. This was fun, this was cool, I liked it. Next up, Managing Supervisor Vicky Guerrero comes out and announces Jack Swagger will compete in a match where the fans vote for the opponent on the WWE app. The options are R-Truth, The Great Khali, and Randy Orton. Wow, I wonder who's gonna win this poll. We see Team Helmo backstage, and they realize that they are not the tag team champions anymore, as last night they lost the titles to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. They start arguing over who is the weak link of the team, to which Kofi Kingston comes in and says, guys, calm it down. Kofi Kingston too lost his US title to Ambrose last night, and the three of them will face the Shield later on tonight. Next up, Sheamus is out for a match, and he is facing Titus O'Neil of the Primetime Players. I was very much expecting this match to be a complete squash and just have Sheamus destroy Titus in seconds with a bro kick, Daniel Bryan WrestleMania style, but it was actually quite competitive, and Titus O'Neil got a fair bit of offense in and gets a few near falls, nearly wins at points, but of course, Sheamus gets the win with the bro kick. Paul Heyman is out next, and he is going to be announcing his brand new client. Oh boy. He first gets on the mic and talks about Brock Lesnar's win over Triple H last night at Extreme Rules, and says that everyone here tonight is witnessing history, and in 10 years time we will remember this moment. We will, Heyman, we will remember it, but for all the wrong reasons. So who will be joining the ranks of Brock Lesnar and CM Punk? It's Curtis Axel. Paul Heyman majorly hypes Curtis Axel up, acknowledges him as Kurt Hennig's son, and then Triple H's music hits. Triple H says he could beat the crap out of Heyman right now, to which Curtis Axel steps up to Triple H, who slaps Axel and punks him out, and Triple H then challenges Curtis Axel to a match tonight and says that when he's done kicking Axel's ass, he will kick Heyman's ass. For our next match, we have Alberto Del Rio taking on Big E Langston, who is accompanied by AJ Lee. Last night, Alberto Del Rio defeated Jack Swagger at Extreme Rules to become the #1 contender for Dolph Ziggler's World Championship. Of course, Big E and AJ Lee are in alliance with Dolph Ziggler, so this match is continuing that storyline, and this is a pretty decent match here from these two. The size dynamic between the two of them told a good story, and even in 2013, Big E was so damn impressive. And Big E actually manages to get the upset win after AJ Lee distracts the referee. Big E pokes Del Rio in the eye, then hits the big ending to win with a huge pinfall and a huge win over the #1 contender for the world title here. A very cool match here, and I always look back at Ziggler, AJ and Big E's alliance in fondness. And speaking of which, AJ Lee now has a match right after commercial. It's the first Divas match and the only Divas match of the night, as she goes one-on-one with Layla. It's a Divas match pre-2015, so of course that means it lasts about 3 minutes, and AJ Lee gets the win over Layla, making her tap out to the Black Widow. AJ, I will love you forever, one of the best of all time, no doubt. For our next match, neither man has an entrance, as it's Zack Ryder against Cody Rhodes, who has the mustache. The infamous Cody Rhodes mustache. It's an alright, average, short TV match here, where Cody gets the win, and after the match, the commentators call him a bright young superstar and says he has a bright future ahead of him. Hindsight is 2020. Ryback then comes out, who Michael Cole calls, quote, the Beast Incarnate, by the way. He literally calls him the Beast Incarnate. Cody Rhodes flees, and Ryback then proceeds to beat the hell out of Zack Ryder, then carries him and throws him into the ambulance. We now have the 6-man tag that I talked about earlier as new tag team champions Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and new US champion Dean Ambrose, aka the Hounds of Justice, aka the Shield, are facing Team Helmo and Kofi Kingston. This match was good, which doesn't surprise me, as all 6 of these guys in this match are great. Like, even in 2013, Kane was very impressive, and he was long away from the Authority where everyone just hated him. It did feel at points like just your average 6-man tag, but the action really picked up, especially towards the second half of the match. The crowd got really into it, and the match overall was really exciting, and ultimately the Shield gets the big win over Team Helmo and Kofi after Roman Reigns pins Kane following a spear. Big win for the Hounds of Justice. Believe in the Shield. We see Triple H backstage, who is told that the Doctor thinks he's not fit to compete tonight, but Triple H doesn't care, which foreshadows later events in the main event. We'll wait there. We'll wait and see what happens when we get there. Next up, Jack Swagger is out. We're going to find out who the fans voted for him to face. Will it be Randy Orton, R-Truth, or the Great Khali? And after 150k votes, it's revealed that the WWE Universe voted for Randy Orton with 72% of the votes. Wow. What a surprise that the biggest star and the only main eventer out of the 3 options got the most votes. What a surprise. This match was boring, but what do you expect? It's Randy Orton versus Jack Swagger, and Randy Orton of course wins with the RKO. It is crazy that we're now in 2020 and Jake Hager has not at all evolved as a wrestler. I definitely want to do a video on the rise and fall of Jack Swagger in WWE, because he's had a pretty interesting career there with some of his achievements. So let me know if you guys want to see that, because I will definitely deliver on that. And we are now on to the main event of the evening, as Triple H is out and he is competing in a one-on-one match with Paul Heyman's newest client, Curtis Axel. If you became a WWE fan in 2014, it probably completely shocks you to see Curtis Axel in this position that he is in right now, facing Triple H on the main event of Raw. Curtis Axel and Triple H had a very competitive match here, which again may surprise you, but Curtis Axel was actually getting really pushed at this time, and many people thought he was going to be something of the future. Like, he was a Paul Heyman guy facing Triple H in the main event. How did they screw that up? It's an alright match, but the main thing going on in this match is that Triple H throughout the match is looking exhausted, and overall just looked like he's struggling at points. And the finish of the match sees Triple H having to sit down, have some rest, and get consoled and checked on by the doctors as commentary is silent. Paul Heyman and Curtis Axel look puzzled and concerned, the crowd are all feeling tense, and we fade to black. What just happened? Like, what on earth just happened? This left so many WWE fans puzzled. If you look at the comments on this match's YouTube video, which was posted shortly after it aired on TV, people genuinely believed that something had happened to Triple H, causing the show to end early or get cut off. YouTuber YT Wrestling Facts posted a top 5 video which got millions of views, where he claimed he believed Triple H nearly died, passing on that message to millions of people. Let me tell you what really happened here. Triple H was just selling the effects of the match with Brock Lesnar the night before. That's all it is. You know that segment earlier on in the show where the doctor says he shouldn't go out? That's it. He was just selling the effects of his match with Brock Lesnar. About 3 weeks later after this episode of Raw, Triple H would go against Curtis Axel again, but Vince McMahon would refuse to let Triple H wrestle due to his condition. It was literally all a storyline, but fans genuinely believed that something had happened to Triple H and that he had nearly died in this match, but it's not the case whatsoever. He didn't nearly die. He could have been injured for all we know, but he definitely did not nearly die like people actually thought had happened. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. If you did enjoy, smack the like button. I really enjoyed overall this episode of Raw. It did drag a bit, but there were some cool matches. I thought Biggie and Alberto was awesome. I thought the 6-man tag was awesome. I thought the stuff involving Ryback was pretty cool as well. He was really funny on the show and just a great heel. AJ Lee just being there was brilliant because she's one of the greatest of all time. And when I say that, I mean for women obviously. But whenever I see her on Raw, it just makes me happy because she was brilliant at this time. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video guys. Smack the like button if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter at Talkton Wrestling. My Instagram is at I'm Tom Bell. My Patreon is growing and growing. We've got 9 Patrons so far. If you want to be the 10th, yes the 10th, the top 10th, Top 10 Wrestling, get it? Patreon member, go subscribe to my Patreon down below. There's only 2 tiers, $1 and $5, and you get all this exclusive content. It's pretty cool. And yeah, smack the like button, subscribe, notifications on. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye, and keep on rolling.
Kick back, chilling out, maxing, relaxing. Summertime weather, fantastic. Kick back. I'ma crack another cold one. Barbecue chicken almost done. Kick back. Ayy, all the shorties came through and my friends came too. It's a vibe at the kickback, yeah. And we live from the kickback. What's up? What's up? They making fun of me. They say that I don't season my chicken. That ain't true though, cause I put the salt and pepper up in it. Not for real, I just cover it in Sweet Baby Ray's. If anybody got suggestions, you can send them my way, cause I've been cooking. And I got my friends with me. Sometimes you need a little kick.